Get some sleep. You'll see. Everything'll be better in the morning. Hush now, little sister, your love vow, you know. You'll never lose their friendship, no matter where you go. There ain't no call to worry, so don't you cry or fret. A cutie mark won't change you, no matter what you get.
Applejack may be stubborn as a mule, but she is without a doubt one of the most motherly type figures in all of MLP. Here's the real question, though. Is she really the element of honesty? Or should she have a different element early? And if so, what would that be? Get your kid's ass out of here. Well, howdy, y'all. I'm Discord Jedi Knight, and today we're doing a video on Applejack and my thoughts about her. Before we dive too far in, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more pony videos. Alright, I can't keep the country thing going too long, sorry, but Applejack is such a good character. She's proud and strong, and she's not afraid to tussle when things get rough. I really like her in the comics, though she has more of a don't mess with me rough girl vibe, and that type fits her aesthetic. She's such a bad liar, and it's always funny to see her when keeping a secret, like Pinky's birthday surprise. I also liked her against the Flim Flam brothers. Her honesty versus their stands just makes them a great foil for her. Flim and Flam are two characters I want to talk about in the future as well, so look forward to that. Yeah, there are many times in the show when she shows she can be a stubborn mule, but it's because of her pride in her work. She's not a Mary Sue, that's for sure. Her biggest flaw, in my opinion, is that she cares a little too much. And at times she does need help and eventually learns to accept it. So in looking at this angle where she lets the whole town down and decides to find a way to make it up to them by working on Cherry's farm instead of going home missing, and be really too much of a stretch. Most people say this was out of character for her, and while I actually somewhat agree, based off what we see in the show, the Applejack from the comics actually gives light to that side of her. And if you actually look a little deeper, I think her stubborn attitude really stems from the fact that she does not want to let anyone down. Why? Because she thinks she's the only one she can depend on, and needs to learn she can trust others, which she eventually does. Think of it, INT first episode, when Twilight is freaking out about falling. Yes, Applejack is honest, but more than that, she cares for Twilight's well-being when she grabs her. Also in episodes like the family reunion, she is so wrapped up making sure everyone is happy, she goes overboard because she cares so much. Or when she is trying to buck all the apples by herself, she thinks she can only do it. When her little sister is supposed to stay home alone, she cares for her a lot, treating her more like a daughter than a sister at times. Not to mention how she cares for not only her brother but her friends, often being the one who is there to support them when they're having a hard time. That's why honesty is important, and it is a great trait that we can learn from her. I feel as though her true element of friendship is caring weight isn't that kindness. No, CUZ, you can do something kind and not really care about it. You can be honest, brutally so, and not care about the consequences. That's not kindness, is it? And while she does say she can be too honest at times, we never actually see one time in the show where her honesty gets her into major trouble. Except maybe the episode where Flim and Flam trick her grandma the Ton into believing they're scheming, and in hopes of not hurting their feelings, she tries not to say anything. But the lesson of the episode is to always be honest, not merely how you should sometimes keep your mouth shut on a sensitive topic. That would have been something interesting to explore, but here we are. In the end, Applejack is a family-first pony who isn't afraid to get dirty. She loves and supports her friends, but has some flaws that make her genuine. She cares for her sister and is much like an overprotective mother to everyone. I think that's because of the fact she lost hers, and it's nice to see she uses that and tries to step up to meet everyone's expectations, even when it's clear she's in over her head. And when that happens, she always has her friends to help her out. I think her true best cruelty is actually not honesty, but caring. Wow, imagine if that was actually the title of her element of harmony. We got joy, kindness, loyalty, generosity, caring, and magic. Thanks, y'all, for watching, and let me know what you think about Applejack in the comments below. Here's a little review of one of my favorite Applejack episodes, Applebuck Season. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and never forget that friendship is magic.